How does diversity affect me? Self-awareness inventory. Inventory. For each statement, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being you rarely feel that way, 3 being you sometimes feel that way, and 5 being you always feel that way. 1. I recognize that there are many ways a person can experience discrimination. 2. I am aware of the main characteristics of my culture. 3. I understand that words have historic connotations and I take the time to learn about labels that negatively affect specific groups of people. 4. I learn about the characteristics of different cultures in my organization. 5. I keep abreast of the latest legislative developments related to diversity management. 6. I read a diversity-related publication. 7. I ask questions and am curious about different people and customs. 8. I understand how culture influences attitude and behaviors in the workplace. 9. I am aware of stereotypes that I hold of other groups. 10. I am comfortable discussing diversity. 11. I am comfortable with foreign accents. 12. I enjoy working with people from different cultural backgrounds. 13. I relate to people easily. 14. I am willing to take on a diversity leadership role. 15. I am comfortable with situations that I don't completely understand. 16. I am comfortable taking risks. 17. I see people positively. 18. I am flexible. 19. I recognize people for their contributions. 20. I treat people the way they want to be treated. 21. I practice good listening skills. 22. I give balanced and effective feedback. 23. I am a good communicator. 24. I listen patiently when talking to people with limited English skills. 25. I take my own biases into consideration before I make a decision or act. 26. I actively put myself into other people's shoes before I act. 27. I actively look for similarities between myself and my coworkers. Scoring. In this literature search for the article, Competencies for All Differences, Arash Afshar identified 3 basic areas where people need to develop diversity skills: knowledge of historical developments, cultural differences, causes of exclusion, attitudes, flexibility, willingness, warmth, empathy. Skills such as communications, negotiation, and conflict management. Other authors have modified these competencies: head, knowledge; heart, attitudes; hands, behaviors and skills. Let's see how you scored in each of these areas. Note that the maximum total for each area is 45. Interpreting your score. The 3 areas are interrelated, so don't be discouraged if you scored low in a particular area. For instance, a low score on hand might not necessarily indicate a lack of skill, but an attitude of fear or an unwillingness to take risks. It's better to consider your entire score rather than the results in individual areas. If you scored low on head, consider regularly reading a diversity publication, actively seeking people who are different from you and asking questions, studying legislative developments related to diversity, reading articles and publications on intercultural relations. If you scored low on heart, consider working on self-awareness and self-knowledge. Consider attending workshops, using self-awareness instruments, or reading self-help publications. Asking yourself whether some of your discomfort could stem from personal experiences, fear of risk, or fear of failure. For example, you may be afraid of offending someone. Actively putting yourself in others' shoes when possible. If you scored low on hand, consider actively working on your communication, conflict management, and leadership skills through workshops, self-study, coaching, and observation. Inventory, Scoring, and Interpretation adapted from Diversity Training by Chris Wildermuth, 2003.